From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. It is a cold start out there, and it's going to be cold once again for tonight, tomorrow night. So there's going to be that potential for frost and freezes in our lower elevations. High temperatures for lower elevations staying in the 50s and 60s. And we're going to keep it dry through Saturday, just about Saturday, but Saturday night into Sunday is when wet weather is going to return to our area in bulk. Right now, you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. It's going to be a while before we see the sunshine up in the sky. Temperatures this morning, 24 in Ellensburg, 29 in Yakima, right at freezing in the Tri-Cities. So in those locations where we're either at or below 32, that's where it could be a little bit frosty for this morning. That's maybe where you would have to break out the ice scraper for some of us the first time this year, for the first time this new cold season. Around lunchtime, lower elevation is going to be stuck in the 40s and 50s and 50s and 60s for the warmest part of the day. But during our day part weather, we'll talk about that zone by zone tour of today's forecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up, 2 local students facing serious charges after what they called a joke. The details surrounding a false bomb threat that led to the arrest at a Kennewick school straight ahead.
Plus, gunfire in Yakima leads to a police chase and a crash. What officers say happened before they caught the suspect.
And evacuation levels are being lifted and coming down, making firefighters are making steady progress on 2 major wildfires in our region. We have the latest on containment and what crews are focusing on coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It's Tuesday, October 14th. And
making our way through the week.
It's chilly out.
It's a little too cold for my taste.
I know.
But hopefully it gets better. We'll check back in with Josh. It's not going to, but we'll check back in with Josh anyways later on in the show. But we want to start your top stories off, and we're starting with a crime alert at a Cooley Dam. A 5th grade teacher at Lake Roosevelt Elementary School is in jail this morning after being charged for communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. So according to the Kittitas County Sheriff's Office, 42-year-old Ross Ashenfelter was arrested just before noon after an investigation led to a sting operation at the school. Ashenfelter was there doing administrative work. He has been booked into the Kittitas County Jail, and the investigation is ongoing. Anybody with relevant information is to contact the Sheriff's Office.
Another crime alert, this one out of Kennewick, where police say 2 students at Southridge are facing charges for threats to bomb the school. It happened yesterday. Both students reportedly told authorities that they were joking. According to police, though, it began when a student told school security and the school resource officer that they heard another student had a bomb in their backpack and had made threats to blow up the school. Kennewick police say that student was contacted, and then the investigation led to another student who was found to have made the same threats. KPD confirms that there were no bombs found. Both students were arrested, but they take every threat, whether it is a joke or not, very seriously.
Looking to Yakima now, where a man is under arrest and facing multiple pending charges after a shooting that occurred Sunday night. According to the Yakima Police Department, around 7 p.m., YPD was called near 300 West Yakima in regards to gunshots. When officers arrived, they say they noticed a crime scene in the alleyway with numerous shell casings and a loaded live magazine. The officers say witnesses gave them a description of the suspect, and officers found him after he tried to run from police while officers were asking him questions. While YPD is on a suspect pursuit, they do have a message for the public.
They should stay away. If they see something, go ahead and report it to 911, but overall stay away. Don't get involved in the incident, especially involving a firearm. We don't know where this guy's mind's at. Officers did describe after they placed him into custody that he was acting a little erratic, understandably so. But truly just stay out of the area. Don't try to talk to the cops. If you have any information to pass on, please call 911, and then they will relay that over the radio to the officers.
And when officers arrived at the scene, they say they began to chase the armed suspect and kicked up their speed. And when an officer turned into a parking lot, he apparently didn't see another patrol car, leading to a crash. Officials say no one was hurt, including the suspect.
So 5 Natural Fire Watch and some updates on 2 major fires that have been burning in our region for quite some time, the Labor Mountain Fire and the Wildcat Fire. And finally, some good news on both fronts. Evacuation levels around the Labor Mountain Fire have now been lowered.
The fire scorched nearly 43,000 acres and is now 30% contained. Firefighters say cooler weather and even a little bit of rain helped them make progress. They were able to finish tactical firing operations near the Sand Creek area, also strengthening containment lines and knocking down hotspots near Mission Creek and Bear Gulch. And over at the Wildcat Fire, all evacuation orders have been lifted.
Yeah, crews are now focused on mop-up work around Goose Prairie, clearing hazard trees and making sure that no hidden hotspots flare back up. Fire officials say there's been minimal fire activity in that area over the past couple of days, which is a positive sign as both fires move closer to full containment. And seeing snow up at Blewett Pass.
I know.
They've had a rough go, Blewett Pass, you know, being closed for so long because of the fires, reopened for a minute, and then they were actually closed again yesterday because of the snow.
Too much snow.
Heads up to travelers.
A little early.
All right, taking you to Yakima County now, where a pressing crisis is unfolding. A crisis tied to addiction and the urgent need for care. Triumph Treatment Services is stepping forward to start a conversation about something vital, a medical detox center right in Yakima.
Our Apple Valley News Now reporter Monique Garcia shares the story behind the need and the hope for this critical treatment.
Imagine struggling with addiction to fentanyl, a substance so powerful and dangerous that it claims lives at an alarming rate in Yakima County, the highest per capita overdose rate in Washington state. According to Washington State Department of Health, Yakima County reported 112 fatal opioid overdoses and nearly 700 non-fatal overdoses in 2024 alone.
People in Yakima County deserve to have this transformational change to access care where they live. They desperately need the support.
Dr. Simmons says the stigma is a huge barrier for accessing treatment because people do view people as just being a drug addict, and they don't see that this is really an illness that has altered the chemistry which affects everyone who has used any sort of addictive drug.
The moment someone puts that substance in their body, it alters their brain chemistry and it creates that illness. And they are now stuck with this illness of substance use. And they don't want to be addicted any more than their family member wants them to be addicted.
Dr. Jamie Simmons says, when it comes to medical detox for those fighting addiction, it's not just about stopping use. It's about medically monitored withdrawal, managing intense symptoms, and providing medications to ease the journey. But right now, Yakima County does not have a medical detox center. The social detox options available offer some support, but lack the medications needed to safely get through withdrawal.
The closest medical detox is over 100 miles away, which is an undue burden for someone who's actively struggling with addiction and maybe starting to go through the symptoms of withdrawal while they're trying to access these services.
This gap poses a serious challenge because fentanyl addiction is a life-threatening disease that needs specialized care and support. In 2023, nearly 90% of individuals discharged from local hospitals after an overdose did not receive follow-up treatment.
It is such a powerful substance, it is almost impossible for them to refrain from the use of it until they go through a treatment like medically monitored withdrawal management, have someone to support them through the detox process, and then go into some form of treatment.
Turning this hope into reality requires more than medical staff. It requires the county's support and funding. Reporting in Yakima, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And with the support, Triumph is ready to lead the way and give Yakima County the care it urgently needs.
Triumph stands ready to work with the county to establish a medical detox center, and we'll, of course, keep you updated on those developments.
And keep it here because coming up next, a new video from Homeland Security sparking backlash.
And because of this,
also, several major airports refuse to air it. We have why officials say it crosses the line politically.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. It is 10 minutes after 6. When we come back, we'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert and I'll look at your forecast.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys.
Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models. We are professional grade.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Early detection is the way to beat breast cancer. Check yourself regularly and get a mammogram every year. There's more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Prosser Memorial Health, now scheduling mammograms with your health and safety in mind. This is how we care.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. And it's 24 degrees this morning in Ellensburg, so maybe a little bit frosty there. Also perhaps a little bit frosty for chunks of the Yakima Valley. 29 for Yakima, 33 for Toppenish, 31 for Grandview. And again, what we're looking at here is where's the temperature either 32 degrees or below, because that's where you're going to see the best opportunity for frost. We're seeing that in Hermiston and the Tri-Cities with 31 and 32 respectively. And then for the foothills, low to mid 30s for the Morrow County foothills, just a little bit too warm for frost for the foothills of Umatilla to Walla Walla counties, at least for this morning, and then 30s for the highest elevations of the Blue Mountains. Here's your coatcast on this Tuesday for the Tri-Cities. Obviously heavy jacket stuff for this morning, but I think by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock should be light jacket weather. We're going to hold on to that throughout the rest of today. So for today, we'll have highs bouncing between 55 to 60 for lower elevations, below normal for this time of the year. That's going to continue over the next 7 days as lower elevations going to stay in the 50s and 60s. Now, in the Tri-Cities, we'll keep it in the 60s, even a subtle warm up into, I'd say, into this weekend with mid 60s. But in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, we'll have some 50s in the mix. The big story in terms of our temperatures, the overnight lows for tonight and tomorrow night, the potential for frost for lower elevations. I'll tell you just how cold we could end up being coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Josh. 6:14 and in state news, a new video is stirring controversy from the Department of Homeland Security featuring Secretary Kristi Noem.
It blames congressional Democrats for the government shutdown, and several major U.S. airports are refusing to show it to the flying public.
And because of this, many of our operations are impacted.
A polished video message from Noem was intended to air at TSA checkpoints across the country, laying blame on Democrats for flight delays tied to the ongoing shutdown. But in cities like Portland, Seattle, Los Angeles, and Charlotte, airports have declined to run the video, citing concerns over its political content and legal restrictions.
Apple Valley News Now checked in with the Tri-Cities Airport, where passengers will not be seeing the video, but that's not because of politics.
We don't have the ability to do the digital messaging that some airports do. We don't have the ability, so we're not able to show any videos of any type throughout the airport. There's nothing political about what we are doing at the Tri-Cities Airport. We do not have the ability to show the video.
As for the Yakima Airport, airport officials say they aren't showing it as well, adding that the only media playing on the TVs in the terminal are advertisements provided through their ad partner, Be Bold. And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbreth is back with how your weather is looking. It's all coming up in his first alert full weather forecast right after the break.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just one sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken, Canadians. Coverage begins at 4 today on Apple Valley News Now.
Next live, Justin Hartley from Tracker.
It's like moving in here.
Exactly.
I love it here. I can't get enough.
Plus, Allison Janney from The Diplomat.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be another gorgeous one out there. Plenty of sunshine in the Cascades, in the valleys, for the basin, for the foothills. A little bit less for the Blue Mountains, where skies are going to be partly to mostly cloudy. High temperature is going to be in the 50s and 60s for lower elevation, so upper 50s for the valleys, around 60 for the lower Columbia Basin, more like low to mid 50s for the foothills, 30s and 40s for the Blues, and 40s and 50s for the Cascades. So it looks like, at least for the time being, t-shirt weather is in the rearview mirror. Okay, then for tonight, we'll have that potential for frost for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, and for the foothills of Umatilla County. So let's show you what that looks like in terms of our low temperatures. And remember, what we're looking for are temperatures that are either 32 degrees or lower. That's where you'll have the best potential for frost. We're going to be pretty close to that in Pendleton, right around that threshold for the basin, and then well below that for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. And then for Wednesday night, that potential for frost again, but this time mostly confined to the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys and for the lower Columbia Basin. You see For the Umatilla County foothills, Pendleton 35 degrees, so just a little bit too warm for frost, but again, pretty close for the basin and for the valley. So over these next couple nights, take all those necessary precautions to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. Now, the good news is that we're going to warm things up after Wednesday night, so Thursday night, Friday night, and beyond. You can probably let your guard down a little bit, but those temperatures starting to slide back down towards the beginning of next week, so that's something we'll watch very closely. Our forecast is going to be very dry from today through Saturday-ish. Then for Saturday night into Sunday, that's when shower chances are going to return in bulk for a lower elevation. So in the Tri-Cities, I think we probably keep it dry for Saturday. But in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, we'll have about a 10% chance of some rainfall for Saturday. But you see by Sunday, rain looking likely. Okay, here is 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mostly sunny skies with low to mid 60s through Saturday, then showers likely for Sunday. In Yakima, a shower or two possible for Saturday, but rain chances go up Saturday night into Sunday. And then for Ellensburg, highs hover around 60 with lots of sunshine through Friday, turning wetter this weekend. In Hermiston, cold mornings but mild to comfortable afternoons, especially in the sunshine. Less sunshine by Sunday with rain chances going up. And then for Walla Walla, keeping the forecast dry through Saturday, but showers looking likely for Sunday, less so by Monday.
All right, coming up, Taylor Swift taking fans behind the scenes of her Eras tour. And Bridgerton Season 4 finally getting a release date. I'm excited about that. And Jeremy Allen White channels Bruce Springsteen in a brand new biopic. It's all coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Atomic Health pays me to do the in-home, I guess, nursing or the things I do to help out, so we don't need a nurse. Meds, cooking, cleaning, getting them to doctor's appointments, picking up prescriptions, whatever else needs to be done. So at least once a month or whenever I need her, Sarah, or whatever nurse is available, comes to our house. If I have a worry that I'm not sure if he needs to go to the doctor, she comes and advises me and does an assessment and tells me if there's anything I need to do different, or I don't know that I could do this without him.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
As a funeral home owner, I see firsthand how important it is to have a coroner who treats families with care and professionalism. That is why I am supporting Marshall Slight. Marshall has the experience, the integrity, and the compassion that this job demands. When it comes to serving our community through life's most difficult moments, Marshall is the right guy. On Election Day, please join me in voting for Marshall Slight for Yakima County Coroner.
Paid for by committing to elect Marshall Slight.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Taking a look at your entertainment news, it's a big day for music, movies, and a little bit of romance.
Taylor Swift is wrapping up her record-breaking Eras tour in a whole new way, and Bridgerton fans, that's me.
Me.
Get ready to set your calendars.
Ooh.
Plus, we are getting a final look at Jeremy Allen White as the boss himself, and we'll tell you why It's a Born in the USA moment with a twist.
With all the details, Nicole D'Antonio has the latest in what's happening in Hollywood.
People like to talk about phenomenons.
Taylor Swift is celebrating the end of an era, the Eras Tour that is, with a new 6-part docuseries on Disney+. GMA breaking the news that the series will give fans a behind-the-scenes look at the tour. Disney+ will also be debuting a concert film captured at the final stop of the Eras Tour in Vancouver. Both projects will premiere December 12th. Disney is the parent company of ABC News. Save the date, Bridgerton fans. Netflix has revealed that season 4 of the period romance will air in 2 parts early next year. Part 1 will premiere on January 29th, and Part 2 will premiere on February 26th. The 8-episode season will follow the second eldest Bridgerton son, Benedict, played by Luke Thompson.
No, put Born in the USA on the shelf. I want this record to feel different.
With less than 2 weeks to go before Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere hits theaters, a final trailer for the film has been released. The new footage shows Jeremy Allen White's Springsteen deciding to shelve his future hit Born in the USA in favor of a different sound on his 1982 album Nebraska. The movie hits theaters on October 23rd. And singer Usher is 47 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News.
Happy birthday to Usher, baby. Peace up, A-Town.
Yes. I'm loving this vibe right now. I'm sure Usher would have.
We need to have our own show. Oh, wait. Oh, we do. Look at that.
Lucky for everyone.
Oh, yeah, it's just the blessings keep on coming, don't they?
But Bridgerton?
I'm so excited.
I am excited too. It's Benedict's season, so let's go.
I know. I can't wait. I have to wait all the way to January.
I know. And 2 parts, so we'll have to, be left on a cliffhanger. Okay, it's okay.
Okay. We'll survive, I guess. All right, still ahead here, coming up in our next half hour at 6:30. A race that's equal parts fun and also meaningful. The Candyland Run is back, raising awareness and funds to help protect local kids. We'll have the details on how you can join in on the cause coming up after the break.
What makes New You unique? The amazing customer service that we offer to our patients. They know that they're heard, that they're listened to, and we genuinely care about their well-being.
From the second I walked in that office, I felt seen, I felt heard, I didn't feel judged. It just was like, we're a team and we're gonna figure this out.
I had a rare form of breast cancer. Dr. Fedino has just been fantastic. She was really just on my side and helping me, and I'm so relieved and blessed that I went there.
I'm nowhere near diabetic, and I feel amazing. And I lost 55 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off.
She had saved my life if she hadn't taken just that moment to ask me one extra question. I absolutely would have had an ugly cancer 6 months later.
Check out our new location in Kennewick or come see us in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Hapo and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters. Because legacy doesn't end. It lives on in every loan, every dream, every member helped.
Hi, welcome to Hapo.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Kraken, Canadians. Coverage begins at 4 today on Apple Valley News Now. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us on this Tuesday for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
So how's the weather looking on a Tuesday? Got your girl in the country choosing. Yeah. I'm choosing with my weather.
We going up on a Tuesday?
I want it not to be 32 degrees for a low.
The temperatures are going down on a Tuesday night. So that's the remix version, that is, unlike the deluxe.
You see, not all remixes are great.
Yeah, that was the bonus track that not a lot of people knew about. But anyway, big
now you do.
Big weather stories as we're moving forward. Yeah, temperatures going down on a Tuesday and a Wednesday night, so there will be that potential for some frost and freezes for our lower elevations. High's going to stay in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations for the foreseeable future, and rain chances are going to be pretty much non-existent through about Saturday, and then Saturday night into Sunday, that's when rain chances go up. Okay, right now you're taking a live, beautiful look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. You can download that for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Already starting to see some of those pastel colors up in the sky. All right, it is quite frosty out there this morning for some of us. 24 in Ellensburg, 29 in Yakima, 32 for the Tri-Cities, 31 in Hermiston. In those locations, could be a little bit frosty, so you might want to break out the ice scraper. Might have to break out the ice scraper for this morning. Here's your hourly forecast for this Tuesday. Lots of sunshine all throughout the day in the Tri-Cities. Going to be into the low 50s by lunchtime, then around 60 for the warmest part of the day. Lower elevations going to bounce between 55 to 60. A subtle warm up over the next 7 days, very subtle, but I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news in Yakima, where the police department is inviting you, the community, to talk public safety.
And they're taking the conversation to neighborhood centers all across the city. It's part of a series called Your City, Your Safety. So YPD is hosting 3 town halls this week. They focus on crime trends, response times, and community concerns.
So they already had the first meeting, that was yesterday, but today there will be 2 more sessions. They're going to be at the Harmon Center from 10:30 a.m. until noon. And then the final town hall will take place tomorrow, October 15th at 6 p.m. at the Washington Fruit Community Center.
It was one more way that we can engage with the community. And at the end, our plan is to break up and talk. You'll have the detective division, we'll have the officers, the community service officers will be there, we'll have our traffic division. Just encourage people to come out and hear about the things that our officers are doing, share with us what they think we're doing well, share with us what we can improve on.
And all meetings are free and open to the public.
6:33, looking now to local living, where a nonprofit is putting a sweet twist on a community favorite, and it's all for a good cause. Mirror Ministries is gearing up for its annual Candyland Run in November 1st on Candy Mountain, and it's one of its 3 big fundraisers that they put on each year. The race is inspired by the classic board game, featuring costumed volunteers, candy-themed pit stops, and signs along the trail that teach kids how to recognize manipulation and coercion to help prevent child exploitation. Participants can choose between 3 routes: the Gumdrop Loop, the Chocolate Route, and the Licorice Trail, with a new Ruck Challenge this year for those up for a tougher run. Registration for the Candyland Run is open and will stay open through race day, and parking for the event will be at Bethel Church in Richland.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're taking a look at the fashion show that's putting self-love in the spotlight. Well, the full recap of the Loving Me 911 4th Annual Body Positivity Fashion Show, and that is coming up after the break.
And giving you that live look outside this morning from right here at our Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick, as the sun is starting to color the sky just a little bit. I know, and it just gets later and later every day. 7:13 sunrise is your time, 6:34 right now, and we're back after the break with a look at your forecast.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
For over 4 decades, the art of fine catering has been perfected by CG Catering in Kennewick. Well known for their luxurious bites, lavish delights, and precision in every portion, CG Catering will grace any event from groups of 10 to 3,000. Meticulous menus with seamless service for all occasions is their tradition. From remote locations to their local event center, repeat clients provide ongoing rave reviews as a testament to the unforgettable memories they have inspired. Call CG Catering for your next celebration.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here, we provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions, home to possibility, and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
There's no place like home at Legends Casino Hotel. Every Thursday in October, join us for the Wicked Winnings cash drawings with up to $180,000 in cash prizes. Use your Legends rewards card to earn entries, and you could step up to the game board for a chance at a witchy $10,000. Click your heels, follow the yellow brick road, and leave those flying monkeys at home, because you're not in Kansas anymore. You're at Legends Casino Hotel.
They're not fancy. No leather seats, no powerful sound systems, but they have wheels, seatbelts, and AC. These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens. Because Apple Valley News Now is everywhere you need us to be.
Reporting in Yakima,
Hermiston, Kennewick, Walla Walla.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station leads the way with local news you trust. Oh, and when you see one of our cruisers, please go ahead and wave. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's beautiful forecast. We'll have a lot of sunshine to the west of the Blues, but for the Blues, partly to mostly cloudy skies. But again, to the west, a lot of sunshine in the Cascades and the Kittitas Valley. Going to be in the mid-50s up towards Snoqualmie Pass. Closer to 60 in Ellensburg. Then in the Yakima Valley, very close to 60 up and down the Yakima Valley. A little bit breezy with gusts out of the north between 15 to 20 miles per hour. For the lower valley, we'll likely have lighter wind gusts for the upper Yakima Valley. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, around 60. I'm going with 60 officially in the Tri-Cities as our forecast high. Mid-50s down towards Boardman. Light winds here. And it could be a little bit breezy down towards the Battle Mountain Summit. Some of those gusts out of the north and east between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Again, more clouds for the Blue Mountains, partly to mostly cloudy skies, a little bit more sunshine in the foothills, but 50s for the foothills, 40s and 50s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. Okay. Our high temperature is going to stay in this territory over the next 7 days, 50s and 60s for lower elevations. Now in the Yakima Valley, getting into the mid-60s, very subtle warm up into the end of the work week, a little bit cooler for this weekend. But the big story in terms of the temperature is not going to be the high temperatures, but instead the low temperatures. For tonight, we'll have that chance for some frost and some freezes in the valleys, the basin, and the Umatilla County foothills. We'll perhaps run that back again for Wednesday night. I'll tell you just exactly how cold we're expecting to be for tonight in the call to action coming up in a few minutes.
Well, making a difference this morning, the nonprofit Love and Me 911 hosted their 4th annual Body Positivity Fashion Show. It's a fundraiser that all gives back to the community.
Yeah, and this year proceeds are going to Snipes H3, an organization that helps young adults struggling with a variety of different challenges.
I was there at the fundraiser in Pasco on Saturday, and I have a recap on the night, so take a look.
The 4th annual Love in the Skin I'm In Body Positivity Fashion Show took place over the weekend. It's a fundraiser event that gives back to the community while also promoting self-love and acceptance to people from all walks of life. The nonprofit Love and Me 911 puts this show on every year, and this year they went all out. They held 2 casting calls this year, and anybody in the community who wanted to model was welcome to join.
So just like our models are selected from just representing our community members, we also have local hair and makeup artists that provide their professional talents for our models so that they can look and feel their best.
They had 7 different categories, with each category featuring a testimony by 1 or 2 of the models. They then did what the president and founder of the organization, Sherelle Woods, calls a courage walk. This year, the show raised money for Snipes H3, an organization that offers housing and mentorship for young adults who are facing challenges, helping empower them to build skills and get back on their feet. One of the models in the show was a part of Snipes H3. The message behind the show is loud and clear. Love yourself and love one another. Don't be afraid to be yourself and be proud of the skin you're in.
You gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else. Can I get an amen?
I like that. You gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else.
The whole message behind it.
Yeah.
Such a fun night.
And you can find more information about the event and how you can get involved in the organization. That's all up on our website, AppaValleyNewsNow.com.
And that'll be after the newscast. And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Mr. Josh here, Mr. Sir, will be back with your full First Alert weather forecast. Any hints, Josh?
It's
Cold?
more like Mr. Burr.
Mr.
Anyway,
Freeze.
Come back after the break.
I dare ya.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get 2.
The Tuesday Special at A&W.
My husband and I had planned our dream home, and it was years in the making. I didn't want to just show up at any big box store. We wanted to sit down, and I want you to spend time with us. Like, this is a big investment. Our family spends so much time in our kitchen, and now that we're moved in, we are so pleased with our experience with Fred's, with the product line, and how it really aesthetically added value to our kitchen. Fred's Appliance over-delivered.
The annual Hometown Food Drive is here, and you have the power to make a difference. At your local Yolks Fresh Market, you can purchase a $10 donation bag that goes straight to our local food banks.
It's a simple way to show our neighbors we care.
These donations fill the shelves that ensure families in our community have meals that they can count on.
Every bag makes the difference for us.
At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, because when you give locally, everyone finds their way home.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor. Made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a gorgeous day out there. Plenty of sunshine for the Cascades, for the valleys, for the basin. A few more clouds for the foothills, but partly to mostly cloudy skies for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. High temperatures today going to be below average, so that means upper 50s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, right around 60 for the lower Columbia Basin, low to mid 50s for the foothills, and then 30s and 40s for the Blues, 40s and 50s for the Cascades. Now for tonight, there's going to be that potential for frost again in the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, and the foothills of Umatilla County. So those are overnight lows. Again, what we're looking for are lows that are 32 degrees or lower. So we'll be right around that threshold in Pendleton, but pretty close to that threshold, a little bit lower, a little bit colder for the basin, and a good deal colder for the valleys where we'll be in the upper 20s. Now for Wednesday night, looks like that frost and freeze potential is mainly going to be confined to the Kittitas and Yakima valleys and for the lower Columbia Basin. So now we look at the overnight lows we're expecting for the Umatilla County foothills, 35 degrees this time for Pendleton. So maybe the threat for frost freeze is going down there, but it's still going to be in play for the valleys and for the lower Columbia Basin. So for both these nights, take all those necessary precautions to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. The good news is that overnight low is going to be going up for Thursday, Friday, and beyond. Could slip down a little bit more for the beginning of next week. So, of course, we'll keep a very close eye on that when it comes to additional chances for frost and freeze. All right, we'll keep the forecast dry from today through mostly through Saturday, but Saturday night into Sunday is when wet weather is going to become much more widespread, especially for lower elevations. So the 7-day precip chances in Yakima. You can see for the valleys, we'll have a low-end chance of some showers during the day on Saturday, but those are definitely going to ratchet up for Saturday night into Sunday, and then a little bit drier by the time we get to Monday. So here is 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mostly sunny skies with low to mid 60s through Saturday, and showers likely for Sunday. In Yakima, a shower or two possible for Saturday, but rain chances go up Saturday night into Sunday. In Ellensburg, highs hover around 60 with lots of sunshine through Friday, turning wetter this weekend. And then for Hermiston, cold mornings but mild to comfortable afternoons, especially in the sunshine. Less sunshine by Sunday with rain chances going up. And finally for Walla Walla, keeping the forecast dry through Saturday, but showers looking likely for Sunday, less so by Monday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Baldwin Brothers crash.
It was the biggest garbage truck I've ever seen.
Actor Alec Baldwin was driving a white Range Rover in East Hampton Monday morning with his brother Stephen sitting shotgun. A nor'easter was bearing down on the east end of Long Island at the time. But Baldwin says he crashed into the tree not because of the weather, but because he swerved to avoid a garbage truck.
I was in this car accident. Guy cut me off in a truck, big garbage truck. To avoid hitting him, I hit a tree. I hit a big fat tree and crushed my car, my wife's car.
Alec later taking to Instagram to discuss the accident.
Thank you to the East Hampton Police Department, the town police department, for coming to my aid.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the latest on the crash and how the famous family is doing. With your GMA First Look, I'm Faith Abube, ABC News, New York.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm losing sight of the world around me. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments. So I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your retina specialist right away.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed treatment for wet AMD. Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. The Pentagon is moving billions of dollars that were allocated for research to pay troops as the government shutdown continues. A spokesperson said President Trump directed the defense secretary to use available funds to pay service members tomorrow. The decision comes after the Department of War discovered $8 billion of unspent research funds. That money will now be used to ensure troops will have a paycheck if the funding lapse continues past Wednesday.
6:51 here, the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Fire crews gaining ground on both the Labor Mountain fire and the Wildcat fires. Take a look at photos from the Labor Mountain fire up on your screen right now. Evacuation levels have been lowered for this area. The fire sitting at 30% containment after scorching nearly 43,000 acres. Crews are crediting rain and cooler temperatures and probably even some of that snow in helping them strengthen those fire lines. And then to the Wildcat fire, all evacuation orders have been lifted in that area as fire crews continue to mop up hot spots around Goose Prairie, where fire activity has been minimal in recent days.
2 students at Southridge High School are facing charges after police say they made false bomb threats on campus. Officers say it started when another student reported hearing about a bomb in a backpack. Police investigated, found no explosive devices, and determined both students were joking. They were arrested, and Kennewick police are reminding students that threats, even as a joke, are taken seriously.
And a 5th grade teacher at Lake Roosevelt Elementary is behind bars, accused of communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. Investigators say 42-year-old Ross Ashenfelter was arrested during a sting operation at the school, now in the Kittitas County Jail as detectives continue to investigate. Authorities are asking anyone with information to contact the sheriff's office.
Yakima police are inviting the public to join the conversation on crime and safety through their Your City, Your Safety town halls. They're discussing response times, crime trends, and community concerns at meetings this week. 2 sessions are scheduled for this morning at the Harmon Center from 10:30 in the morning to noon, with the final one set for tomorrow at the Washington Fruit Community Center.
Now, Mirror Ministries is adding a sweet twist to their fight against child exploitation, hosting the annual Candyland Run on November 1st at Candy Mountain. The event features themed pit stops, costumes, and signs teaching kids how to stop manipulation and coercion. It's one of the nonprofit's biggest fundraisers of the year, with several fun route options and a new ruck challenge for those serious runners. Not it. A candy run, yes.
Not on National Dessert Day.
No.
So trending this morning, scientists have made an unexpected discovery inside birds' nests.
Okay, listen to this. Researchers in Spain studied a dozen bearded vulture nests, and they found more than 200 human artifacts that date back to the 13th century. This is wild. The oldest item discovered was a sandal crafted from woven twigs and grass.
That's weird.
Other items found include a painted piece of medieval leather that resembles a mask, remnants of a basket, and an arrow from a crossbow. The vultures collected the artifacts to use as building material for their nests.
Wild.
Since they like to nest in cliff caves or areas with stable temperatures and humidity, the artifacts are well preserved, and the study's author says the findings are giving experts a unique look at how people lived centuries ago. A leather mask.
That's crazy.
That is so funny. It's like, that's where my woven sandal went.
Oh, shoot. The bird took it.
Not the Jesus 300s or whatever.
No.
Jesus 300s. Well, you know, we always talk about vultures in a very negative light. You know, like no one ever
They
says.
do so much good for the community, for the ecosystem.
They do great work for the ecosystem.
I don't know, they sound like little thieves to me.
Better than a mourning dove. Have you seen their nests? It's like one twig and like another twig, and that's it. And the egg is like not even on the twig. You got to look up mourning doves nests. Yeah,
I can do a mourning dove call.
Really?
I wouldn't know if it was wrong or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't know the difference.
I actually don't know
can't
if it's
whistle
right,
like that.
Oh, geez.
I think that's some sort of dove call.
You
I'm not sure if it's the mourning
jokester.
dove.
Oh goodness!
There's a
Is that
scene
your
in
Hunger Games audition?
No, there's a scene in Toy Story where Woody and Buzz. It's like after the moving trucks left them, and then you can hear that bird call in the background. So that's where it. Just a little fun fact, if anyone was just dying to know.
You
that.
are our Toy Story guy.
Yes, I am.
And you're our weather guy.
I am that as well. Yeah.
Hey,
How's it
weather
looking?
guy. Is it going to warm up?
I guess you want the weather guy to talk about the weather. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the weather. Will it warm up? It'll subtly warm up over the next handful of days, but nothing warm about this morning. 32 in the Tri-Cities, 24 for Ellensburg, 29 in Yakima. In those areas where the temperature is either at 32 or below, that's where it's going to be fair game to see some frost. So in those locations, might want to walk out the front door maybe 5 minutes earlier just to account for any frost that might be on the exterior of your vehicle. Okay, a little bit later today for lower elevations, we're going to bounce between 55 to 60 with lots of sunshine. It's going to be heavy jacket weather for this morning and then light jacket weather for the rest of the day. Now, if you're standing in the sunshine for a prolonged period of time at the warmest part of the day, if you're working outside, maybe you would be able to slip into a t-shirt, but I'm thinking it's mostly going to be jacket weather throughout the day. Here are the big weather stories over the coming days. Of course, we'll track that potential for frost tonight and then again for tomorrow night. Highs for lower elevations staying put in the 50s and 60s, and our dry weather staying put until about Saturday and Saturday night into Sunday. That's when wet weather is going to return in bulk to our region. So for tonight, that potential for frost in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, also for the lower Columbia Basin and the foothills of Umatilla County. So that would include Pendleton. In those locations, again, that's where you can see a little bit of frost. And then for Wednesday night, I'll tell you that call to action in just a second. Then for Wednesday night, that threat will just be in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys and for the lower Columbia Basin, a little bit too warm for the Umatilla County foothills. All that to say, protect, I always call them the 3 Ps, the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. And then a phantom 4th P would be people. Of course, make sure
that means
checking.
me, because it's getting cold and I need my space here.
It's just cold in here.
In here, out there, everywhere.
I know.
Some people are cold, not y'all.
Cold
y'all are
season.
wonderful and lovely. All right, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. It's applevalley.newsnow.com.
Good Morning America is up next. We'll be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.